Hey everybody, Landon here with Messenger Organizer, coming at you with another awesome update to our software. So wanted to give this updated video so that all of you can be aware of what to look for, new user experience, new user interface, and so things will look a little bit differently, but perform way better than it even has in the past, and so I think you're going to love this new update. So let me show you how Messenger Organizer works just in a nutshell. So once you've downloaded the extension, which you should have received an email with a link to the download and then also information regarding your login. Once you download that extension, you're going to see an icon like this up here, and you click on that and you're going to log in with the credentials emailed to you. Once you log in, the pop-up's going to look something like this. It's going to say your name, what package you're signed up for. It's going to show no folders here yet until you actually create them. And then here's going to be a mini CRM view of all of the conversations that you've put in folders. Okay, and so that's kind of what to look for when you first download Messenger Organizer. To create a new folder, let's cover that first. So if I want to go here and create test1 folder, and I want to make it maybe this gray color, I'm going to hit enter and add, and you can see down here it's going to give me test1. Okay, if I wanted to delete a folder, I click this trash can icon, and it's going to remove that. Cool thing about the way this is set up is you can see all of the conversations, or at least the number of conversations placed in each one of these folders. And so if I want to go to them, like I just made test1, there's no conversations added there yet. Okay. And then if I wanted to go to one where I know there's already conversations placed in it, I could click on this one, and I can scroll down through and see all the conversations that have been added to this particular folder. And then if you want to go back out and see the main view of all of those conversations, no matter what folder they're in, you can click this little I button and it'll take you back out, and you can see all of those conversations here in one big list. Okay, you can edit these folders, so if you click this pencil icon, you can go in there and change the name, the color, and update that. And this is kind of a nice way to have a full view of all the conversations you've placed in folders without going outside of Messenger Organizer, or excuse me, outside of Messenger.com. And so you have this little mini CRM, you have the folders. You can click this icon and it'll remove the tags that have been placed next to these conversations if you'd like to. But I always like to keep it checked so I know how my conversations have been organized. Real quick, as far as just adding conversations to a folder, if you go in here and click in a particular conversation, let's say, and you can go and hit this plus icon, and it's going to pull it up, and you can pick from all the folders you've created and say, okay, I want to add it to replay, and I'm going to assign that. Folder's assigned to the thread, it's going to disappear. You can also do the same thing here. You can click that plus icon and add it to a folder. This is handy when you're searching for a conversation, but it's not necessarily showing up here on the left-hand side. You can go ahead and still search it. It will show up here, click the plus icon, and then you can still add it to whatever folder you've created. Okay, and obviously you can see here on my left-hand side, here's all the tags that I've added to various conversations. And Messenger does take a little time to catch up with what we're doing, and so sometimes you have to scroll down through and let it scroll down through all your conversations before all these tags will pop up, but they will pop up, so just make sure you've scrolled through all those. And you can see all those, you can change what folder they're in, etc. Okay? So that's kind of a view of Messenger Organizer inside of Messenger.com and all the capabilities and features it has. Let me show you the CRM view, because this is a really awesome update that we've just come out with, and I think all of you will really love it. So if you click that CRM button, you're going to see here we come into a separate tab. Now this tab is really a CRM tab where you can do pretty much anything you want to with any of your conversations in Messenger. So here I can see all the conversations that I've placed in any folder at all, just like we could in that main list in the mini CRM. Here we can see who it is, what type of conversation, their image. We can go to their profile if we click that link. We can go to our Messenger conversation here. We can actually click this button and send a chat message, and it'll send it inside of Messenger, just here in our CRM setting. We can go in here and make a note if we want to, and save that. And so that you can see here, the note's been updated, and that will update the page. And you'll see, if I scroll down here, you'll see here we can view the notes without having to actually go into that conversation. We can view the notes right inside of this main list. Okay, and so sorry, yeah, here's the note we just created, right? So it's got a lot of features. Now let's pretend we wanted to take this conversation we just made a note for, and we wanted to move it to a different folder. Let's move it to Hassan's folder. Oh, sorry, I clicked doTERRA. We're going to move it to that Dream 100 folder, and that's where it'll be from now on. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the one that appeared. It is in the Hassan folder now. So you can see here, it's in the Hassan folder. We've changed that. We can even send an auto message, a one-time auto message if we want to. And if you click this auto message template, you'll see here's the message that it would send to people. And if we click this little airplane, it would send that message to whatever conversation we click that airplane on. Okay. So that's if you want to do a few quick one-off messages, but don't want to recreate it, retype it every single time, and just scroll through your list and boom, 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 it'll send it to whatever ones you want. Okay. So let's change that back. And then let me show you the template version of what the software can do. So the nice thing about this is we have this dashboard. We can send the one-time auto messages. We can create notes. We can do all those things. But now let's go into templates. Here we can create these templates like you see here. If we hit Add New, and we can go in there and say, hi there, let's talk soon, right? So we create a template like that. You can see it's going to create it and load it here. There it is. So we have these templates, and you can keep them separated like that. And the nice thing about the templates is that you can go and let's say you have a list of warm leads, for example, or people you need to follow up with. You can create a template that says, hey, just wanted to follow up to see if you received my last message, kind of like this top one, right? So we go into our scheduling tab here. You can see the automation queue is empty because we haven't scheduled anything yet. But if you hit this, excuse me, scheduled queue, and then you can select a folder. For example, like let's select Hassan. We'll choose a template and we'll say, hey, just wanted to follow up, see if you received my last message. And if we had 50 different conversations in this folder, we could hit schedule, and it'll tell you the times that those messages will be sent to each individual in that folder. So right now, this one's going to be sent out to Hassan at 3:21, a couple minutes from now. And if we had, again, another 20 or 50 in this list, they would be separated by different time variants. And so we set it up that way so that it performs just like a human, mimics human behavior, so there's no issue with Facebook trying to flag your account or anything like that. Totally safe to do it this way. And if for whatever reason you scheduled it and you thought, oh no, I messed that message up or I need to stop it, you can get in here and click Clear Queue, and that will clear that automation. So there's no more automations happening. And when they actually do send, you'll see here in the queue status that it'll say completed, and it'll tell you the specific time that it was completed. Okay. So this new CRM update is incredible. The UI is really nice. It's very pleasing to the eye, and it just makes it a lot easier to stay organized because we can go to our dashboard and see all of our lists here. We can go to our templates, we can make new templates, and then finally we can schedule, which is an awesome feature inside of Messenger Organizer. Just a reminder that you do need to be in Messenger.com to utilize the software. That's the way it's set up now with the way that Facebook has coded Messenger and Facebook, and so we need to make sure we're in Messenger.com to make that work. You click on the icon, you log in, you can manage your folders here, you can delete conversations from folders, you can go into that specific conversation by clicking the envelope, you can go to your CRM, you can update your password, and then finally, if you're working with a team and maybe you have an assistant or somebody that's logging into your personal account, and you're using that account at the same time, let's say, this sync lead data is really helpful because when you click it, this box is going to pop up and it's going to say your lead data has been synced successfully. So if you have a VA or an assistant or somebody that's helping you manage your Messenger, you can update that in real time so that they should be able to see new conversations that you've placed in folders or new folders you've created or changes you've made to templates or whatever it might be, okay? And so that's nice because you can do that in real time. Now, the data does update every 5 minutes anyways, but this is nice if you're doing real-time work together. You can sync this lead data and make sure both of you are staying up to speed as far as the account goes, because all of that will be backed up to the cloud and saved and available to you and your team. Okay, so that's Messenger Organizer in a nutshell. The layout, the CRM, all the things we've done it in an effort to try to make the user experience much better, easier, and ultimately help you stay organized, create more sales, build a bigger team, do all those things that are going to help you lift your business, build your business in the right way. And so I hope that is helpful to you. Let me know if you have questions. Feel free to drop them in the comments here or reach out to us on our website, and we'd be happy to answer any of those questions that you have. Otherwise, enjoy Messenger Organizer. Thank you for using it, and thank you for supporting us.